Hey, how you doing tonight, kiddies? It's Chiller Theater. I'm Ned the Dead. This is the horrible Dr. Moreau with his tiny spinning device, and the Logan foreshadowing the horse dancing that is about to occur later in the Swamp of the Lost Monsters. There you go. We've been told again. I talked to someone a few weeks ago, and they said, Ned, you're not spanking that plank enough, because he wanted to let me know that there's something that they do when the plank is hit that, and I'm not going to share what that is, but, you know, they have a little game that they play that involves root beer and...
Let me cogitate that.
No, I think it involves root beer, and whenever you do that, that means that more root beer gets consumed and eventually you have a big tummy ache. Because if we hit it too many times, I know, they're going to last for about 5 minutes here. All right, Swamp of the Lost Monsters, what do you have to say about this one?
Oh, well, thank you, K. Gordon Murray, for bringing us these Mexican imports. This one is very interesting because it's a genre bender.
It is. It's a cowboy movie.
It's a cowboy monster, mystery movie.
It's really strange.
It's got horse dancing in it, and honest to God, I shizzle you not, it has a Scooby-Doo ending.
Shizzling. Well, what do you give away the stupid ending? Don't give it away.
Well, you can imagine.
Shizzle them yet.
Well, they don't know how.
Well, no, I know. Possibly they're gonna say
be a
shizzle this movie, and they're gonna move on. Don't be giving it to them now. This is actually a pretty funky movie, I have to say. There's lots of weird styles in it. Like you say, it's a cross. It just crosses everything. It's like that. It's one of those deals. Like you wake up and the station's off the air and things are spinning. Yeah. It's gonna be.
Everything's in color and you're in Munchkin land.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Except the only color is red.
That's right. All right, we're gonna go to the Swamp of the Lost Monsters. Go enjoy and come on back now. You hear?
In color.
Was killed by the beast.
The beast killed him.
The beast killed him.
The beast. You know, when you're going on a trip in the flatboats and the dudes they're like,
but they're standing.
Oh, right. How do you do that?
That's amazing.
Here's what I want to know. You have a boat that is that high, right? So presumably the water level is like that much from the side of the boat. Now you and I mean, you must go 155. I know I'm 130. And when we're up, if you and I were standing at that height, I would fall off that, so it could be like log rolling.
I think there's one thing you're not taking into consideration, though.
What's that?
That's the density of this water.
Right, exactly.
Because it's like opaque.
It is. It's like mud. It isn't really water. I think you're probably right.
Mud times
But
10.
first, these dudes are actually able to stand while they pull their shirt, and there's none of this. And again, the boat is only that wide. It's that deep. How do they do that?
Well, I guess
don't understand that.
It would be harder if you didn't have a coffin.
Well, no,
riding with you.
That's certainly true.
Maybe that.
But when you're on a boat and the dudes are they pause for a minute in order to take their hats off and cross themselves as they're boating, that's never good.
No.
You know what I mean?
I'd be face planting right in that swamp.
No, it's a harbinger of bad things. Now, the creature, of course, growls like a tiger and walks like a scuba instructor. It's a nice cap. Oh, look, slapping off camera. That's upsetting. Kind of a different sound on the top of the ladder. It has kind of almost a slap pad. A little slap pad.
What possessed you?
I don't know. I don't know after all these years.
You think the guy
I've never done that.
I think the guy in the monster suit had to get some shots for being in that water?
Oh, man. Well, it's just disgusting.
Blowing bubbles in that water.
Imagine scubaing in basically a huge mud hole. Because that's what... let me go ahead and come back to this, Josh, one more time. This waffle pattern feels great. It does... That is nice.
And look at the little lines on your hand.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'm now actually the crawling hand. All right, let's head back to the Swamp of the Lost Monsters and enjoy ourselves again. All right, go right to Logan for horse dancing. No, don't cross.
Dancing.
Just do the... Stop the dancing. All right, the horse dancing. The horse prancing.
I got to give it to Gaston Santos and his horse Moonlight.
Oh, that was spectacular.
Thank you.
Wasn't it?
You don't see that every day.
I tell you what, I can watch that over and over and over. That to me, that makes this. No. I mean, this movie could be rotten from here on in, and it certainly isn't.
The monster is getting better too. I like his Kermit the Frog feet.
Right.
That he's got.
He's very nice.
But why is that water so much clearer when you're under it.
Right. Well, you have totally muddy water, and then followed by underwater shots that are clear as bell. So obviously, it's just a scum lot on the top of the water, and then you know what I'm saying?
4 inches thick.
A 17-inch funk layer, and then you get down into the ionosphere, and you know.
Not that we really need to see squirrel eyes swimming underwater,
Squirrel
because
eyes.
Julia Adams in Creature from the Black Lagoon, he's not.
Well, here's what I want to know.
saying?
I mean, what kind of a stupid monster, an aquatic monster, can't catch a dude swimming in clothes and shoes? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is, you know, right now I have the sense like this monster is bogus and stupid because any aquatic monster can kill any, you know, you can't even catch him, much less. You know what I'm saying? Very unusual.
Squirrel eyes escaped.
All right, now we want to mention
Squirrel eyes.
We want to mention right off the bat here for next week's Chiller. In the next 2 weeks, Chiller is going to be preempted by the. I know it's the basketball. It's March Madness.
It's madness.
So it's madness. That will be preempting us.
Madness.
Well, at least we're preempted by madness. You know what I'm saying?
It's a planned preemption.
The next 2 weeks there will be no Chiller. Don't freak out or anything like that.
Chiller will return.
We'll be on the following week after that. Let's go back to the movie. Now, if the swamp thing were standing outside the creature, we're standing outside your door. Okay, let's say that you were standing right there, and you open your door, and you know the creature would be right here, and you're looking around like this. Don't you think it would smell funny? Don't you think that a swamp creature like that would smell funny?
Yeah.
Don't you?
I wouldn't be expecting a spear gun to go off either.
No, I know. I just think the smell of the creature, I don't think they could smell that good. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I don't smell that good.
Whether
And
it's
I
a
live on land.
monster or a guy in a suit.
Well, it's not, you know, in a way, I mean, it would be like if somebody put a huge walleye outside your door, you know what I mean? I have to believe that if we're sitting there a while, I'd pick that up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know? I mean, pick it up in a nasal kind of
you
a
would
way.
detect it.
Yeah, I think I'd detect the giant walleye.
right.
I mean, you're right. Pick
I thought
it up.
you'd pick it up and
What I like to do is pick it up. Have you ever done that deal where you pick them up no-handed? You know, a fish, like a walleye or whatever, pick it up between your knees.
Wow.
Or your butt cheeks, you know,
Wow.
you just, you know, grab that thing and then walk and drop it into the creel.
I would
That's
totally,
a lot of fun.
I would totally slip $1 into your belt if you did that.
I don't think we
I'll tell
would.
you.
None of this is probably that good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what.
Do that again.
I really have never done that with a walleye. I promise. I have never had a walleye. You know, I've never tried to drop them. But there's the money.
Oh.
Here comes the money. All right, get the walleye. I'll try this. I'll hold it. Can you picture me walking like this with a walleye between my butt cheeks,
With a fish.
trying to drop it into the creel? You know. All right, open the creel. Doink. Oh, great. It's bad. What is it? Isn't there a game? What's that called? Walleyes? I think. Wouldn't that be the name of the game then, right?
Sure, yeah.
You ever heard anything like that, Logan?
Heard of something.
I bet you, I'm sure you have, my friend. I'm sure you have.
I've won a game or
now that
something,
we've
yeah.
gone there, let's thank Van Vredes because I'm sure they'd like to be linked with this. So Van Vredes, thank you for sponsoring this show.
These are the people you associate
Right,
with.
exactly. Thank you for watching. Let's go back to the movie and come back then. Wait, I have to say something. The monster knows Morse code. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What is this? Why are you just making those noises?
Well, I'm just adding things up here about
keep adding.
the nature of the monster.
Go ahead. I know.
You got spear
We've
guns.
already tipped it off at the beginning of the movie.
No.
Dingbat.
No,
all right, go
not
ahead.
necessarily.
Let's go. Go ahead. We got spear
There's
guns.
evil Uncle Nacho involved
All right.
in the plot.
And he knows, the monster knows Morse code. All right.
Man.
You know, what is this movie so red? I don't understand that part.
I think it's because Gaston washed his red Speedos in the swamp and turned everything red.
Dude, I don't. You know what though? Everything except the underwater shots, it's completely red.
Now it's a Western monster mystery Tarzan movie.
No,
Now
right.
that you add the little Speedo trunks.
You know what I think is nice is that you go finally buy the HD TV. I'm sure you have. You finally bought the big screen HD TV because you go to Van Vredes, man. That stuff they're coming down in price. They're great quality. They're getting bigger and bigger, right? So you go to Van Vredes, you buy the giant, fabulous big screen, and the first show you flip out is Chiller Theater, and the whole thing's red. And you're probably going, "Hey, this thing's not working right." And picture people calling Van Vredes like crazy. I just want this darn thing. What the heck? You know, then they got it all messed up, you know.
Oh.
So don't worry, it's red. It looks red to us too. It's terrible.
I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
It's a Western monster mystery Tarzan Martian movie.
It keeps on. It keeps on. They got a new genre each and every moment.
Filmed on the Angry Red Planet.
Just wait till the last genre you see. You're going to dig that big time, I guarantee you. How much time, Logan?
We have about 10 seconds.
10 seconds. All right, everybody, remember, in next week and the week after, there's going to be no chiller, but it'll be coming back. There's going to be high school basketball. It's madness.
We'll be back.
March Madness.
As far as we know.
You know, now, I know what we talked about, how this is a cross-genre kind of a movie.
It's a genre bender.
The dudes look great in this movie, though. You know, one thing, I mean, as from, man, they're good-looking guys. They really are. No, what I'm talking about is they're dressed so cool.
Oh,
I mean, it's like the Lone Ranger meets the, creature from the Black Lagoon or whatever, because the dudes look with their hats and their, they just very cool looking, This thing's got 1 million people in it, too. I mean, this
it's a big cast, and they're all related.
No, it's just, well, it is. It's a big cast. And, I have to say, the Mexican horror flicks, they're funky. I mean, there is definitely some coolness to this
Yes,
thing.
they're shooting for some production value.
Oh, yeah, they are. Because a lot of, believe me, there's a lot of movies that cover. What are you looking at my paper for? You just cheated. You looked at my paper.
No.
What do you have in your paper for this one? Do you have stuff?
Nothing.
What do you have here? No, you do. What do you have?
No.
What happened in this one?
I thought it was odd that Gaston overpowered Nacho and fled and left Nacho's gun laying there on the floor. I guess maybe that's just a good guy hero thing. In all fairness, we'll leave him his gun so we can fight fair later. I don't know.
Boy. I'll
I
tell
thought
you,
that
you're
was
a
strange.
sensitive man. Do you know that?
And Gaston
You are
is
sensitive.
putting it all together, man.
No, well,
He's got theories.
Well, I know, and I mean the theories are going to rear their ugly heads, and it's all going to be apparent.
Unlike Moonlight. I don't know where Moonlight went.
Even though he tipped it off before. Moonlight, of course, the horse. Could you do it? Let's cut the Logan with the horse dancing one more time, because all right, ready? Here we go.
Ten seconds.
Such
All right,
passion.
10 seconds.
He's still doing his primary job.
Right, he's going to be outside
Good man.
freezing later on, out there doing the horrible. 10 seconds, and he's still doing the horse thing. Get.
So, in what kind of a Western is it where you don't shoot the bad guys, but you shove them down
In a
the
hole. I know. You shove them into a hole.
That's fun stuff.
Here's the great part. The first one, I can see where you get the first one, shove them down the hole, right? Then the two drop down, and then, of course, they boink, clump each other. Right. Boink, and then they, I got
Sorry about that.
Oh, I wondered if you were just glad to see me or what was going on there, because that was a very ugly moment.
Sorry
right there.
about that.
I thought, wow, he might need some surgery. I mean, I think they have I believe they take care of that in certain senses. I think they call it elephantitis, I believe is what that's referred to in certain circles.
Outlook not so good.
Hard to believe. I'm so glad it said that, because I'll tell you, dude, I have to share with you a horrible thing. This is not really the nicest thing, but see, we have this dog, Molly, and Molly had a big fatty growth, okay? And it's a pretty big fatty growth. And she was carrying it around for a couple of years. It was getting pretty darn big, right? So we took her to the vet, and she had surgery, and this thing reminded me that you're carrying this around. Well, we took her to the vet, and she had surgery on this growth. She went in at 32 pounds. She came out of surgery at 23 pounds. It was a 9-pounder.
Oh.
They removed a 9-pounder. And the great part is they gave it to us, and now we're raising that also. So it really works out well.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually raising. So we have a cockapoo and a growth that we got going at the house now. It's real nice. And the growth is a lot easier to take care of. Tell you that much.
Have you named it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, we named it Ick. It's kind of funny. It says squirt.
That's funny. That's what you call Barbara Steele.
Oh, right. Ick. That is exactly. She looks a lot like the same thing. All right, everybody, let's go to the conclusion of Swap the Lost Monsters. Here we go. You're going to love it. All right, there it is. Go ahead. Show your glee. Enjoy.
Uncle Fabian. Yeah, and my insurance scam would have come off, too, if it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
I did not expect. I just left for a minute so he could have some time.
Scooby-Doo ending.
Yep, there it is. The
Told ya.
Scooby-Doo ending.
Told ya.
When the head comes off and you realize it's a dude in there, I have to say, I was floored by it. I was. Because you rarely see him reveal that. You know what I mean? That's not a common ending.
No.
I mean, I have to say that was a tremendous.
So it really wasn't a monster movie.
No, no, it wasn't. It was a guy in a costume. Imagine that, and they admit it. That's the crazy part. You know, in a way, I applaud their honesty.
Yes.
Because these other stupid movies with the guy in the costume go ahead thinking that we're going to believe that it's a guy in a costume.
Yeah.
You know, not that. This one goes ahead and says it was a guy in a costume.
It was a zipper.
See, and
you did see a zipper.
Right, and there was foreshadowing when it knew Morse code and stuff like that.
It was
All
a
those
crappy
human
monster
attributes.
suit.
All right, now, we want to mention again that Chile Theater is going to be preempted next week and the following week because of the high school basketball, March Madness, and all the great stuff that goes with that. I'll tell you what, I would urge you to watch that because, you know, if you are a sports fan at all, and I'm a big sports fan in all honesty, high school hoops is just awesome to watch. I mean, the March Madness stuff is just fantastic.
Madness.
So it's madness. It is madness. But I recommend that you watch it because, you know, My New 32, you know, we specialize in local sports and showing local sporting stuff. And I'll tell you, man, it is the best. So, you know, I got kids. They do sports. I believe in this stuff 100%. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back on, or
Actually,
3 weeks,
3
I
weeks.
guess. And the movie will be Terror in the Haunted House. That'll be on March 24th. So on March 24th, Terror in the Haunted House will be back. So next week, don't freak out.
We'll be back.
Let's hit the plank a few times for those dudes who need plank hitting. There you go. Stop. All right. We'll see you, folks. Thank you for watching. We love you very much. Take care, big boy.
Bye.